a nice little load of some big elm and a mystery log. I am not sure what the one tree is. I'm gonna have you guys hopefully tell me, but this load just got dropped off the other day. I wasn't quite sure where to put it, so I just had Rick dump it right here. I'm gonna buck a few of these logs up, move a couple ones out of the way, and then show you my plan for the great big chunk right there. Right there is the reason that many of you avoid getting the tree service wood dropped off. Big butt stump pieces. But I actually have a plan for this big chunk, and I'll show you that later on. Here is the log. I am not sure what exactly that is. It is very yellow in color. You can see the bark. It is a little dirty, so I've been kind of trying to get some of that dirt off for when I put my chain through it. I don't dull it right up. But yeah, we got elm, a big log of elm, and another big log of, or a couple big logs of something that is very yellow. And again, there is the bark. So you guys can help me out with this one. I think I know, but I'm not exactly sure. Here are some of the leaves, if that helps. But I don't know. Yeah, that's not the elm. Or this might not even be, these scraps may not even be from this tree. And I'm not sure I'm gonna get all of it bucked up. But these big ones in this piece right here, that is a big double barrel. So that'll be fun. And again, this is probably, some of you are looking at this and you are thinking, this is exactly why I do not take wood from a tree service. Because you get these big, snarly chunks. This piece fell off over here. You know, it's not the prettiest of wood, but it all burns. And this stuff will burn just fine in my boiler. That is the plan. So yeah, again, I don't know what, I'm not exactly sure what this is. So let me know down in the comments if you know or you think you know. I'm not sure if these are the leaves for it or not. Like I said, this looks kind of like just a bunch of scraps from, could be this tree, could be another tree. And no, that is not black walnut. That is elm. It is not walnut. So I know what that is. I just don't know for sure, not 100% sure what this is. The yellow wood. So again, let me know down in the comments. The one thing I've kind of stopped using is a marker to like mark out 16-inch rounds. I just eyeball it now. I've cut so many that I'm fairly confident in my my abilities. And even if I don't get exactly 16 inches, if it's 15, 15 and a half, 16 and a quarter, 17, at the end of the day, I am not selling measured face cords or cords, and my boiler does not care. All right, so I just eyeballed this cut right here. So let's just check it and see. Let's just see where we're at. I would say, for guessing and eyeballing it, that is pretty close. So you may be wondering why, if I know that this wood is going to be for my personal burning use in the outdoor wood boiler, why don't I cut it longer than 16 inches? Couple reasons for that. Number one, bigger is bigger and heavier. And so for just the ease of handling and stacking and all that fun stuff, I just keep everything the same, like around 16 inches. The other reason is, if for whatever reason I may need to, or I may want to sell some of this wood in the future, it won't be cut at like 22, 24 inches and be an odd size. So it does allow me that flexibility to potentially sell it in the future, split it down if I need to or want to, and then just for the ease of handling it and moving it around. All right, so there we go. That is gonna be, I gotta take a little break. I have lost the edge on the chain because of stuff like that, running through some dirty logs. But for the most part, everything is bucked up. I've got this log right here, that elm, I think one little elm behind that, and then, yeah, that's it. This big piece, I got that bucked up. So yeah, just 1, 2, 3 sticks left. But like I said, I've lost the edge on the chain, and so I'm just gonna clean some of these up, move it around, get that junk cleaned up. I think the plan is gonna be, I'm gonna move these rounds right over here, right about where the saw is. I'm gonna move the 37D out here with the conveyor going right off the edge of that little shelter, because I'm gonna be stacking and piling everything right over there. So I just got to get the bucket on the tractor, move these rounds over here so they're on the side with the log lift, and then split them up right over there. Oh, you may be wondering, what happened to the big butt end chunk? The big chunk that was just sitting there. So what I did with that, and that thing was heavy and large, and so I know some of you have always been concerned about just the little tiny rebar anchors holding this carport down on the ground. But, haha, look at that anchor. So I just set this big butt end right on the frame of the carport here. And I've actually done that with, I've got a big chunk of ash in this corner, and I have a great big chunk of maple down here. Right there. So my carport is being held down to the ground not only with the 2-foot rebar anchors, but now I've also got a little bit of extra weight in the corners. And let me tell you, with this chunk of elm sitting on the frame over here, that thing ain't going nowhere.